I was making thousands each month, but yet I was still broke. By the 10th day of the month, all my money was gone, and if I wanted to buy something, I had to use a credit card. If that sounds like you, I'm going to show you in this video how I changed things and how I was able to save my first $1,000. Back then, I was driving a brand new BMW. I was traveling the world, but yet I was broke. A lot of these things, even though I had the ability to buy things cash, I was doing it on credit. And so the thing is, it's not that I wasn't making good money. My problem was that I didn't have a system which allowed me to build wealth and to be able to do the things that I needed to do without using credit. The first thing that I needed to do was I needed to pause and I needed to audit my bank statements and credit card statements. I needed to assess what it is that I was actually spending my money on. I was surprised, guys, to find out that I was spending the bulk of my money on eating out, subscriptions, and also giving it away, which meant at the end of the month or a couple of days into the month, my bank balance went down to zero. And if I wanted to do something for myself, I needed to use a credit card. And so yes, while I was doing some good and noble things, because I didn't have a system in place, I didn't know how much I was spending on different things, I was actually using credit to be able to fund my lifestyle. So as a result of me going and pausing and assessing my bank statements, I was actually able to free up a couple of $1,000 at the time in South Africa, or a couple of $100, by not eating out as often, by not giving it all away. And so you might say, yeah, but even if I went ahead and I performed this audit of my expenses, I'm not going to find that much. But you're going to find something, guys. Don't think about the $500 or the $200 that you're going to find immediately. You might just find $50. You'd be surprised if you actually conducted an audit of your bank statements and of your credit card statements, where you'll be able to identify what I call the leaks. So money that you're spending on things that you might not even realize that you're spending it on. Or let's say subscriptions, right? You always just pay for this particular subscription, but you don't even use it anymore. It could be a football subscription. It could be the gym. You haven't gone in months. So maybe you could cancel that and then free up some cash, margin in other words. The next thing which is very important is, once you've found that margin, is to redirect the cash. So a lot of times we talk about cutting costs, right? So don't buy the coffee, don't buy the bagel or whatever it is that you like to buy. But we always end up finding other things to spend the money on. So unless you're going to actually pause, identify what the margin, and then redirect those costs, you're probably going to end up spending it. So my recommendation is, once you've identified the margin, the things that you're going to cut out, to automate it into savings accounts. And so into a savings account, right? And if you've got a bank which gives you different buckets that you can save into, automate it into those accounts, because that's going to allow you to then take yourself out of the equation. By automatically putting it into these buckets, you can then start spending the money on the things that you really desire, whether it's getting out of debt, whether it's going on a trip, you name it. You know what it is that you want to do. But if you got to pause, you got to find the margin, but then you got to redirect the cash. Very important, guys. Without redirecting it, you're going to find something else that you're going to spend the money on, which doesn't align to your goals. And so you're going to find yourself probably in the exact same position. So redirect the cash. And then, as I touched on just a few seconds ago, you can redirect it manually, which you can come into your checking account. I freed up, let's say, $100 in terms of subscription. So I'm going to manually transfer it over to my savings account. A better way to do it is to automate it. You can set up within your bank where you can do direct deposits from your checking account to your different savings buckets. You can set it up on a monthly cadence or every pay period. So you can actually go ahead and do it. And the benefit of doing it automatically is it takes you out of the equation. If you're going to leave your cash laying in your checking account, again, you're going to spend it on things which you probably shouldn't be spending on. Maybe not bad things, but you in the grocery store, and if all your cash is lumped in there, see a packet of chips, you're probably going to end up buying it. Seeing a Coke, you're probably going to end up buying it. Nothing against those brands by any means, but if it's not in the checking account and it's in the savings account, you're going to think twice before transferring it from your savings account into the checking account so that you can actually buy the chips or whatever it is that you would be tempted to buy. So within a couple of weeks of actually changing the way that I did things, and by coming up with these systems, I was actually able to get to my target goal. For me, it might have been $1,000. For you, it might be $200, $100, $50, whatever it is. But by having systems in place, guys, you are going to get yourself to a position of hitting that goal a lot quicker than what you would if you don't have a system. And in fact, if you don't have a system, you're probably never going to get to the goal that you actually desire. So to wrap this video up, guys, I've got a challenge for you. I want you to pause and I want you to go and review or audit your bank statements and credit card statements for the last 7 days. If you feel brave, go for 30 days, right? So audit it, identify 3 subscriptions that you can cut. Yes, I said 3. So you're going to cut those 3 and then automate at least $50 into a savings account. Once you've gotten into the practice of doing these things, you'll see it's going to be a lot easier to start automating and saving larger amounts. If you need any help with your personal finances, comment help beneath this video and I'll gladly see how I can help you.